Dancy by Shadow Dog Productions. The deli was crazy crowded today, so when Mark picked up the tray that held his deli soup and sandwich, he couldn't find an empty table. He looked around wildly, hoping to see someone he recognized. He was about to give up when he spotted a couple girls from his office. That made sense because his building was across the street from this deli. Mark cruised in that direction.
Hey, ladies, mind if I take the corner of this table?
The two women, whose names escaped Mark, gave each other a smirk that Mark didn't understand.
Look, I'm not interested. I'm sorry.
You're not interested in helping a brother out?
Yeah, no, sorry.
I don't know what you heard, but I'm not a messy eater.
Nance and Kat exchanged a confused look this time. Mark was definitely getting the feeling he was missing something.
You two really gonna make me stand here and eat without a table? What's the damn problem? I'm asking for a seat, not a weekend in Paris.
Yeah, right.
Fuck this.
Mark took a seat at their table and pointedly ignored them while he set about beginning to eat.
Are you serious right now?
You two are tripping.
That's right. Play it cool. Act like you don't spend every lunch staring at me.
What the hell are you talking about? Wait a minute. Do you two sit here every day at this same table?
Mark pointed at the plasma TV behind them mounted on the wall.
I hate to burst y'all's bubble, but I usually like to watch the highlights on SportsCenter. I wasn't looking at you.
Yeah, right. Come on, let's go, Nance. Let's get out of here.
The two women hurried off, looking pissed. Mark shrugged.
Just take y'all assuming ass back across the street, trollops.
Mark was still irritated after lunch, so he didn't notice the two large men follow him out of the deli. Nor did he notice the taser in their hands. Sometime later, Mark slowly rose up from unconsciousness.
Wake up!
Mark opened his eyes to find himself in a dank, dark room tied to a chair. He was naked. Standing before him were two of the largest men he'd ever seen. Fortunately, they were both wearing masks. If they hadn't been, he knew he wouldn't be walking out of here. Still, why was he naked?
Listen, before you bring out the gimp, just know I've got a lot of money.
That's why you're here, sport.
Oh, thank God, you just want my money.
Keep that relief in mind as we go along. We just want your money, and we'll be on our way.
Sure, man, sure.
Stop babbling.
Sure.
I have a laptop here. What's your login ID?
Mark walked them through logging onto his bank account and transferring the money to their Cayman Islands numbered account. When the process was finished, Horace glared at the final page.
What's this mean, pending? How long will it be pending?
Well, with that larger transfer, it hangs in limbo for 6 hours, just in case I change my mind, or I get scammed, or it's terrorism, or whatever. That's a rule change the government made after 9/11.
But it's a Cayman Islands account. What's the U.S. government got to do with that?
Our government forced theirs to go along to help fight terrorism. After the way we dogged out Iraq, you know the Cayman Islands didn't want any of that drama.
How do you know so much about this?
My major is economics and banking. Look, man, this isn't a problem. Just chill for 6 hours. You'll have your money and I can go free. I haven't seen your faces. Your account is untraceable, especially if you're immediately transferring the funds somewhere else. It's all good. I'm not scamming you. How could I? I didn't even know this was going to happen. I didn't know I was going to be kidnapped.
You're babbling again. Just shut up.
This is fine. Keep him here. I'm going to run his story by our friend at the bank. I'll grab us some food on the way back.
The plan was neither of us leaves until this was over. Just call your contact.
The plan changed when the clock changed. And I ain't saying jack about this over a cell line. It's all verbal face-to-face talking.
Yeah, that's true. That's how they get you, talking on the phone. All right, be quick.
Outside, Horace started for his car, then noticed an unmarked white panel van parked on the street right in front of their safe house.
What the hell is this?
It couldn't be the cops. They'd be down the street. No way they'd be parked right in front of the house. So it had to be the teenagers getting their freak on, or stoners or something. They didn't need random witnesses seeing them come and go from this house today of all days. Horace changed direction and walked over to investigate the van.
Booyah!
Before Horace could do more than see a figure dart out from behind the van, 50,000 volts of taser were coursing through his system. Horace woke up a couple minutes later, hands and feet securely wrapped up with multiple layers of duct tape. He was in the back of a van, presumably the white one. An athletic woman with noticeable biceps, bright red hair, and intense green eyes was playing with a wicked-looking 9-inch knife. She was wearing dark pants, worn combat boots, and a white wife beater that showed off her strong and incredibly in-shape body. She was absolutely gorgeous, in both body and face, but something was off about her manner.
You know, it's a good thing you're not a really big fat guy, or getting you into this van would have been a lot of work.
The hell do you want?
Okay, I know this part. This is where you pretend you didn't just kidnap the love of my life and you're not holding him in that house you just left. I hope for your sake that's not what this part is, because what happens right after that part is the part where I stick my knife through one of your balls.
Mark doesn't have a girlfriend. We researched him carefully for this. No girlfriend, no best friend, no family. He's a loner nerd, a perfect target.
Nice research, dumbass. Maybe if you'd noticed me, you would have noticed the 6 years I spent in the Marines. I saw action in Iraq and got a medical discharge.
She rubbed her knee as she said this, then went back to playing with her wicked-looking knife.
I'm not a violent woman. I'm really not. I just like to curl up in bed with Mark and watch movies and TV. Work out with him, love him, cherish him. I really thought I'd left violence in my past for good. And then you scumbags put your hands on my baby.
The woman leapt to her feet and kicked Horace in the ribs.
What the hell is wrong with you? I should gut you for this.
She knelt down and Horace got his first really good look in her eyes. He'd never in his life seen someone look more insane than her.
I'm sorry. I didn't know. I swear to God, if we'd known about you, we never would have picked him.
So you're sorry?
Oh, yes, God, yes.
Well, to be fair, I've become rather paranoid since I got back. It's why I keep this van decked out in everything I need to defend myself and Mark. It's why I only do freelance work and get paid in cash. I don't ever use my social for anything, no property in my name, and I give bogus names and addresses if I absolutely have to do something that requires them. I guess I made it a little hard for you dirtbags to notice me.
We didn't notice you. I swear.
The woman finally relaxed. She lowered her knife and sat back a couple feet away from him.
I'm going to ask you some questions. I already know the answers to some of them, so if you lie at the wrong time, you'll be down to one ball for the rest of your life. I catch you in a second lie, and you'll be shooting blanks, assuming you don't bleed out.
I won't lie.
Good. What's your name?
Horace.
The woman kicked out from her sitting position, catching him in the soft meat of his upper chest and right nipple.
Oh!
Complete answers, please.
Horace Germano.
How many more people are in on this?
One man directly involved, and then I have contact at a bank that doesn't know any of the details.
The other man, is he inside?
Yes, he's watching Mark.
How soon before you have to check in with him?
He'll start getting nervous if he doesn't hear from me an hour after I left the house.
She checked her watch.
What was the game? Mark's trust fund?
Yes. He's already transferred the funds. Now we're just waiting 6 hours until it goes through.
The woman scooted forward, sat up, and leaned over him until his eyes were a mere 12 inches from her own. Her knife tickled the skin of his throat. She was close enough to smell, but all he caught was the faint whiff of soap. No perfume, no makeup, just like she'd been trained in the military.
Horace, were you going to kill him or let him go?
Let him go!
Are you just telling me what's going to keep you alive?
No, I swear. There's no profit in killing him. He never sees our face and the money is untraceable. Why risk the needle by adding a murder charge?
Okay, I believe you.
She pulled back again.
You're lucky I do. And you'd better pray that not one hair on his head has been harmed. The thought of you two hurting my baby... Let's just say I'm in an emotionally fragile place right now.
He hasn't been hurt. I swear. So how can we end this peacefully? Can I just call my partner and we both leave and you go in and get him? No harm done?
Nice try. But you're wrong, Horace. Because there's been harm done. I'll let Mark decide what to do with you. If he says let you go peacefully, then bygones. But if he wants revenge, he'll get it.
She got a faraway look on her face.
My name's Annika, by the way. I don't care if you know it, and I don't care that you've seen my face. I wish your punk ass would look me up after this, so I don't fear you. But anyway, my name's Annika. But you know what Mark always calls me? Dancy. He calls me Dancy because I'm such a good dancer. Isn't that adorable?
Yeah.
He's the first man who's ever loved me. I mean, I'm hot, but people have always thought me a little unhinged, a little off. So they shunned me. Until Mark. He makes me feel complete, sane. When he touches me is the only time I don't feel like I'm still in combat.
About freeing him?
Oh yeah, sure. What's your partner's name?
Winston. Oh! Sorry, I meant Winston Morgan.
What's he armed with?
38 revolver. It's loaded, but we only have it for show.
Will he be in the room with Mark?
That's always the plan, yeah.
Good. Thanks, you've been a big help.
Annika reached from behind her and hit him with a taser again. Ten minutes later, Winston was pacing back and forth in front of Mark.
I don't like this. He should have called or come back by now.
I'm sure he's fine.
I'll shut the hell up.
Sorry.
Finally. Yo, that you?
Yeah, coming down.
Great, about to get paid.
In 5 more hours.
Shut the hell up.
Sorry.
What took you so damn long?
Horace came stumbling through the door first, his hands awkwardly behind him, and then fell to his knees. Right behind him was a woman holding the largest automatic pistol Winston or Mark had ever seen.
Reach for your gun. Go ahead.
No, I'm cool.
Put it on the floor with 2 fingers. I'm kind of twitchy, so anything that makes me nervous is going to be very bad for you.
After Winston had placed his gun on the floor and backed up, Annika finally turned to beam at Mark.
Are you okay, sweetie?
Oh, yeah, thanks.
Super. Okay, you on your knees next to your friend.
Winston assumed the position next to Horace. Annika crossed the room and used her massive knife to cut Mark free from his binds.
Okay, sweetheart. What shall I do with them? Let them go? Kill them? Punish them and then let them go?
You're not a cop or something. I don't understand. Do I know you?
At this, Horace looked up in shock.
Of course you know me, sweetie. You love me.
What?
We shared a table for lunch at Reen Thai 4 months ago. You said it'd mean a lot to you if I'd let you share my table since there weren't any left. We talked a little. You treated me like I was normal. And pretty. It was love at first sight.
Winston leaned close to Horace and whispered,
Dude, we're so screwed.
I don't remember that. I'm sorry. It's nothing personal. It's been a while.
Annika's face was impassive as she stared at him. Horace and Winston winced at each other.
Wait, have you been following me all this time since then? Wait a minute. Are you the person that's been calling me from a blocked number a half a dozen times a day and never speaking or leaving a message?
I kept chickening out. It's funny. I can skin a grown man in less than 2 minutes without missing a lick. But working up the nerve to speak to you again, damn near impossible.
So you saw them grab me and you followed me here so you could rescue me?
Of course. I love you. And you love me. Don't you?
Say yes, dumbass. Say yes.
No.
Fuck, we are all 3 dead.
But I will.
What?
This is incredible. I've never even been able to get a woman as hot as you to even talk to me. I'm a nerd and a total loser. I'm like anti-chick bait. And you're a total 10 and a badass, and you put yourself in harm's way, risk your life to save me? Dude, I'm already half in love, and I just met you.
Really? You're not just saying this?
Are you crazy? I'm dead serious. This is awesome. You're super hot, you kick ass, and you actually want me. Let's do this.
Okay. So what about these two douches?
Oh, first of all, I'll need to cancel that transaction. Then I want something for pain and suffering. $1,000 ought to cover it.
You two can cover that. Or do I need to inflict equal pain and suffering?
We got it.
Good. I'll use it to take you out tonight for a proper first date. What do you say?
Sounds great. I was just going to spend the night following you anyway, so I'm free.
Can I just say, you two make a lovely couple. You're going to be great together.
Shut the hell up.
Sorry.
Okay, so anyway, that's enough. We'll let them go because if we involve the cops, they want to know a lot about you. And we don't want that.
You're so thoughtful. Hey, can you call me Dancy as a pet name?
Dancy?
Oh, just do it for the love of God.
Sure. Dancy. I like that.
I knew you would.
They found Mark's clothes, canceled the wire transfer, had Horace transfer to Mark $1,000, and left the two men in the basement with a warning not to leave the house for at least 10 minutes. After the white van had driven off, Winston ripped off the duct tape securing Horace.
We should leave now. 10 minutes is time enough for the cops to show up.
No thanks. I like my balls where they are.
Yeah, I guess they ain't calling the cops. Not with all the skeletons we know that crazy bitch has in her closet.
Man, we need a whole new word to define how crazy she is. Wow.
Yeah, just in case, let's move our operation out of California.
Sounds like a plan.
This has been Dancy by Shadow Dog Productions.
Starring Rob Morrow, Karen Morrow, John Foutz, Jenna Simon, Lindsay Kilgore, Dane Goodwin. Copyright 2015.
Okay, I believe you. You're lucky I do. And you'd better pray that not one hair on his head has been unharmed. Sorry.
Wake up. Oh, let me do that again. I'm not the one waking up. Wake up. I'll grab us some food on the way back. It's a velociraptor.
The birds agree.
Yeah. Can you shut that door? Maybe it'll...
Is it
Nah, it's still a couple more lines.
Yeah, I was just waiting on the velociraptor.
That was scary.
Okay, let's do it again.
Okay.
Yeah, I messed up.
Yeah, suck less, Dane.